You're so beautiful, Juan. If Tay sees you, he would faint from your beauty, she said as she picked Juan's wedding dress. But Juan remained silent, which made her mouth furrow her eyebrows. Why are you silent? Aren't you happy? Of course, I'm happy to marry him, but I don't like the idea of quitting my job, being just a housewife. Who told you that you need to stop your job after marriage? You can't continue. I already told his mom about it. She said there is no problem. She can talk to her son about it too. Really, Mom? S1. Now put your smile back. She said this as she happily placed the bear on Warren's face. Ryan was now sitting alone in the bedroom, which was her husband's. She was pouting her lips and lost in thought, her hands resting on her bed. Why didn't he even smile at me when I greeted him? I thought he would be cheery with me, but it feels like he either could or just can't express himself that easily. She pressed her lips into a thin knot, lost in thought. Suddenly the bedroom door opened with a slight crack. She raised her head and saw Tay enter. Unbuttoning his sleeves, and she automatically stood up. He saw her already looking at him innocently. He took a deep breath and turned up and locked the door behind him. Then he looked back at her and walked toward her without any hesitation. She swallowed nervously, feeling uneasy under his direct gaze. He stopped just one step away from her. She froze when he suddenly pulled her by her wrist and closed her head. She could hear her heart beating loudly. So, you know what I'm going to do? He smiled when she stayed quiet. She thought she could talk and share something with him, but he didn't give her a chance. He just pushed her onto the bed and climbed on top of her. Tay, let's talk first. Pleasure. I can't wait anymore. He took off his shirt before hungrily smashing his lips to hers. The next morning, when she woke up, she found herself alone in the room. Her husband wasn't beside her. She was walking through the living room and saw her mother-in-law reading the newspaper. Good morning, Mom. Morning. Why did you wake up so late? What happened, Mom? Your husband already left for the office. Don't you know you should wake up before him? You are supposed to do his work and make breakfast for him. Sorry, Mom. Just don't repeat it again. She looked sad, which Mrs. Kim noticed. I didn't mean to sound rude, but as his wife, you should do this for him. I understand. I'll make breakfast. She silently went to the kitchen. She was cutting vegetables, but her mind was filled with many thoughts. He didn't give me a chance to talk to him. I thought at least I could speak to him in the morning. But when I woke up, he had already left. And his mom is giving me all the responsibilities. So, Em is supposed to do everything here. Does that mean I won't do my job? I need to talk to T clearly about this. She sighed sadly. The whole day passed filled with worry and overthinking for her as she waited for her husband. Finally, he came home. She saw him loosening his necktie and throwing his artist bag on the sofa. His face turned. Welcome home. She walked toward her, but he glanced at her as if about her passport. She looked tired. Should I make you something to drink? He shook his head and kept drinking. Tea? Just warm up the dinner. I'll come after a fresh now. He said in a cold room and went upstairs. She pouted. He didn't answer me. He just told me what he needed and left. She looked at me as if I was a servant and not his wife. Even during dinner, she couldn't talk because he was busy with his phone and eating. After dinner, they went to his room. But she couldn't leave because she knew Mrs. Kim would be serious if the kitchen wasn't clean. She washed the dishes and cleaned the kitchen, turned off the lights and went to the bedroom. She was hesitating, thinking maybe he had already slept. She wouldn't get a chance to talk to him about her job. When she entered the room, she saw him sitting on the bed, scrolling on his phone, his back leaning tightly against the headboard. When his eyes met hers, he put the phone on the nightstand. Her eyes sparkled, thinking he was going to pay attention to her now. I thought she would already be asleep, not waiting for me. She said that and went to him. But when she was about to sit on the bed, he didn't let her. He just gripped her hand and made her sit on his lap, which made her flutter. How could I sleep without doing it with my wife? A dull look appeared on her face. This wasn't what she expected to hear. She hoped for something more affectionate, not this. You're free now. Shall we talk about something? She was cut off when he wrapped both arms on her waist and squeezed her. It's not time to talk. He pressed his face into her neck, closing his eyes as he inhaled her scent. She started kissing her shoulder, then moved to her collar, sending chills down her spine. Wait, let's talk later. Let's do it. I have been waiting for you for an hour. She was about to say no, but his hand pushed her back and pulled the zipper down, focusing only on intimacy. Yes, tonight he did it with her too. Every day was going like this for him, and it was getting hard for her as he never listened and only did things the way he wanted. I'm done with him. I'm just tired. It's been 3 months since he's been like this. I always tried my best, but it always ends up being only what he wants, not what I want. The next evening, Dave was in the office checking his important file when he answered a phone call from his mother-in-law. Hello, Dave? Auntie, why did you call me? Sorry for the disturbance, but can you give the phone to Juan once? She isn't picking up my call. I'm at the office. Oh, sorry. I thought you must be at home with my daughter, since it's the weekend. But anyway, why do you always work? Because I'm used to it. I'm hanging up now. Wait, please. Can you tell her to call me by evening? It's urgent. Why it's so urgent? One of her colleagues, Mia, told me that Joan said she won't return to her job after her marriage leave. Wait, didn't she stop her job before marriage already? No, how can she leave? She loves her job. Didn't your mom or Juan tell you this? Huh? I'll talk to you later. She got the car and closed the file without even checking it anymore. Then called his manager. I'm leaving now. Check this file carefully. The manager was shocked. Since he started working here, he had never seen Jay leave the office without finishing his work. Jay came home and saw no one in the living room. He went straight to the bedroom but didn't see his wife there. He thought she must be working in the kitchen, so he went there. She stopped in his tracks when he heard her voice. She was pacing away from him and talking on the phone with her friend while cooking. I'm just tired of everything here. He doesn't even talk to me freely when he's sitting with me. He just talks a little and then leaves, not even listening to what I want. Sometimes I feel like I'm just a toy for him. He pays attention to me only at the time, but the rest of the time, he doesn't pay attention at all. It's like I'm asleep and he don't. That's how I feel. While she was talking, thinking no one was there, Jay's eyes started to close. She clenched his fist and shut his eyes as tears fell. Before she could see him, she wiped his cheeks and left. Unable to show his face or explain why he even came back home now. He sat alone on the bench, his face still clenched. His eyes were red, a little red. The cold rain came, making his hair messy and touching her skin. His jaw tightened as he still heard her voice. They made his heart grow and bleed with guilt for the way he had been injured to her, knowing her pain. It's 11 p.m. now. Why hasn't he come back home? Then she saw Jay entering. But she frowned when she saw his sad and dull face, his eyes slightly red as if he had cried, and his messy hair. He was walking slowly, but when his eyes met hers, she was about to speak. He quickly looked down, not able to face her. She was confused and went to him. Jay, are you okay? Before she could finish, he hugged her with his big body, towering over her body, making her speechless. She was used to getting a cold look when he came home from the office every night. But tonight he was showing something new with a hug. It made her absolutely speechless. They both didn't move, just took a deep sigh, broke the hug, and looked into each other's eyes, which she found strange. Sorry, but why? The way she stood and wanted to know why he was apologizing made it harder for him to say it. He was getting emotional, but held himself back and shook his head. I just wanted to say to her, sorry if I hurt you. Did you get drunk today? Why are you speaking so strangely? This is what you will have to get used to from now. I don't understand. Leave it. Let's see. When she entered the room, she saw he was already arranging the bed. Sleep, it's already late. What? Aren't you? Hey, what happened to you? She asked in disbelief. He made a cold face, but felt embarrassed about how much of a jerk he used to be. First, come here. He made her sit on the bed and sit beside her. She was staring at him with a lot of questions on her face. Why are you staring at me? Nothing. Do you wanna talk with me and share? A lot. But you didn't even give me a chance for that. Again, I'm sorry. I'll listen to whatever you say and do whatever you want. I won't even touch you without your consent once. Day, is it really you? Not just Day, but your husband too. It's so weird, but I like it. She said slowly. He scratched the back of his neck and hiding his emotions. One, staying at home is boring, so why don't you continue your job? What made you ask that? Her job. Your mom told me you loved your job. Yeah, I also want to continue. But I can't. Why? Your mom told me there is no need to work. Just cook and do the laundry and keep the house clean. Look, you don't need to do all that. Just continue your job. But just listen to me always. I know what is best for you. Good. Sleep now. She moved and lay down, and he lay down beside her, but not close. He kept a lot of distance between them. One was working busily on her pillow, but she flinched when her friend suddenly burst open the door of the cabin, coming in excitedly, as if it were a home, not an office. One, she rushed to her and hugged her, making one step. Yo, what's the matter? You finally got a chance to get a promotion. It's a bonus. If you go on your business trip abroad to Tokyo and attend an important meeting. One was surprised and hugged me back. It's a good chance. But what? Won't your husband let you go up? What are you saying? He doesn't even get you offended if I go without telling him. Then why are you hesitant? He might not stay away from me. You know how he calls me away, even during office time. Yeah, why wouldn't I know? But what? I'm just jealous of you. Why would you be jealous of me, girl? Because he treats you better than you could ask for. He drops you at the office safely, picks you up on time, takes you out every day, and spends time with you like you are both lovers. Now tell me, why shouldn't I be jealous of you? She chuckled, then one playfully slapped Mia's hair like a bat and smiled. Just then she received a call from Jay as usual. Hey, he's here to pick me up. Bye. She took her phone and walked away from there. In the beginning, when you told me about your married life with him, it made me feel pretty and worried. But later, when he started taking care of you, just the way you described, it felt unbelievable. It made me happy. Wow, really? He asked again, excitedly hugged her from his seat. She hugged him back. So, make plans for to go. I'll do it later. Why later? He stopped when he remembered his mom. Are you thinking mom would say no? Yeah, she just doesn't like me working. And I don't know how she will react if I say this. I'll convince her, he said while starting the car and driving off. Vaughn was walking in with her fingers intertwined with Jay's. They were still talking about the trip, but stopped when they saw his mom. Vaughn, I called you. Why didn't you pick up? Val furrowed her eyebrows in confusion and checked her phone and saw it was on silent. Sorry, Mom. My phone was on silent. I didn't notice. I was busy. Why were you working so busy? As if you had to feed our family. Is it because if you stop working, you should do house chores at home like a maid? Mom, why are you saying that? Don't you know how much it can hurt her? Oh, so you know it can hurt your wife just because I asked her that. But do you know how much I get hurt when others ask why she isn't getting pregnant yet? Jay became silent as she asked again about the heir. Mrs. Quinn was fuming with anger. See, why aren't you getting pregnant? Kai's eyes were already filled with unknown tears. She loosened her hand from Jay's intertwined fingers. Jay glanced toward his heart aching. Why are you silent? Mom, can you please watch a second? He interrupted her and glanced at Juan again. Juan, go to our bedroom. She left silently. She sighed and looked at his mom with pain, which she noticed. What is this, Mom? You shouldn't ask her like that. And you shouldn't expect her to work just to escape from house chores. So you aren't even trying to understand me at least. I understand you. That's why I tried to get married when you asked me for one. It's been 3 months. It's just been 3 months, not 13 years. Be patient and don't hurt her like that again. Tell me one thing. If she was your dad, would you talk to her like that? Sorry. She lowered her head sadly. He sighed at her, shaking his head. You don't need to apologize to me. I understand you, but you should also understand this. Treat her well like you do me. Don't ever hurt her with words that can break her. He took a step and made his way upstairs to his bed. When they entered the room, he froze as Vine rushed him and hugged him tightly. She could hear his heartbeat clearly as her hands tapped on his waist emotionally. I was really scared when she asked me like that. I'll quit my job and I don't want to go against her will. He caressed her head and spoke. No need to quit your job. She's just upset because others keep asking about her personal life. So continue your job. Thank you, Tim. You're the best husband any girl could dream of. He pulled back from the hug until his eyes met hers, not with happiness from her words, but with slight pain, as he still remembered what she once said to her friend on the phone. I love you so much. She said, expect him to say it back, but he was still silent and panic showed on his face. She didn't understand why he was silent. Doesn't he love her? No, she knows how he loves her already. So, why is he still silent? Take. First, I want forgiveness from you. I can't hide it anymore. What's wrong with you? I became your dreamy husband only after I heard about the pain you were going through. She went silent as he struggled to tell her. I was careless husband to you from the beginning, but I didn't know it was careless and selfish until I heard from you. I really didn't know I was making you feel like that, since no one told me how cold I was and that I didn't pay attention to you. But later, I couldn't even show my face to you after I realized how I was treating you. She remembered when he said sorry, avoided eye contact, and started changing himself since that day. I'm really sorry, Vaughn. I didn't mean to be like that. But that's like coldness. Please forgive me. He held her palms, squeezing them. She wasn't saying anything, which made his heart break faster in panic. He was about to beg again, but she quickly bit his lips, leaving him stunned. Why wouldn't I forgive you? You changed for me even though I didn't ask. I like the way you changed and try to be what I want. And yeah, I forgive my husband. Now don't panic, Moon. Say you love me already. He chuckled in disbelief as a deep pain finally left him. Then he nodded his head emotionally. Yeah, I love you more than anything. She blushed, then both of them pressed their lips together in